Let's get ready to rumble. Welcome to Jaw Jacking with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. Again, that's IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, B.O.B. Bob, but I will go by the name of Robert Lee Orr Jr. if you insist on being formal. And as always, from the south side of Chicago, Illinois, give it up for my main man, Martise TC was Senior.
In the building. What up, Mr. Orr?
What's going
my
on,
brother
man?
From another mother.
Good, man. How you doing, man?
I'm all good, man. Enjoying this weather. You know, a couple of days I'll be 43. Let me say it right.
Happy birthday to my brother. Happy birthday to you.
I'm talking
Happy birthday to
That's what I'm talking about.
Happy birthday.
My
That's all I
man.
got.
Oh, yeah. That's all I need right there. That got me feeling good,
You
fam.
be how old, man?
I'll be 43. In the building, man. Just enjoying this weather today.
Man, it's beautiful outside. Chicago weather don't know what it want to do.
I take it. You know, consider everything going on around here with these hurricanes this season. Our prayers goes out to those out there suffering from this, you know, but we loving it right here.
The hurricane victims in Puerto Rico and
got another
Harvey.
brewing up right now in Mississippi. Around that area. You know, we sending some love out there to Toy. I mean, Lio sister, she out there. Strong recovery for what she been going through. We love you, girl. They out there in Mississippi now. She been posting on Facebook, no lights, the sirens and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
She out there now.
Right she lived there.
I thought she lived in Mississippi.
Mississippi.
She moved.
Yeah. She's in
okay.
Mississippi.
Okay, because I know she was in Vegas.
Right. She in Mississippi.
You know, speaking of Vegas, I mean, we want to also send condolences out to the tragedy that went on in Vegas with everything that was going on in Vegas. So many people were shot by some insanity. So So we want to send shouts out to those families and those victims and people who was affected by everything that went on in Vegas since Vegas came up. Anyway, the call-in number is 708-223-8953. We got a very special show today. We got our girl Kenya Townsend is going to be here today.
Before we bring up, I just want to know your opinion on this. You know, I've been thinking about this. Why Vegas so shady out here? Like,
what you mean?
You know, Tupac gets shot, no cameras, no nothing. This man shooting out a hotel. And they got different stories saying it on 32nd floor. We got videos saying he's shooting from the 4th floor. They see the flashes coming out. Why Vegas just can't get it right out there, man?
Vegas, huh?
It's like they just don't report the news what go on down there. They got all these different stories, man. What's up with Vegas?
I don't know,
man.
You have been to Vegas?
Yeah.
I've never been to Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas, I mean, you know, personally, Vegas never really intrigued me.
Yeah, I just want
it's like I'm not a gambler, so it's like I don't want to. You know, somebody got to tell me a different description of what it's like to go to Vegas because all I hear is gambling, and I don't like throwing my money away like that. I'm really frivolous. I'm really tightwad. You know, if I blow money, I want to blow money on food, like the Overflow Lounge restaurant, like the Overflow.
I'm glad he brought that up early.
The Overflow. Let me give my girl a shout out real quick.
Wow.
Overflow Angie Delaney. She opened a restaurant on 9938, I believe it is, South Torrance, 9938. Soul Food Cuisine. Check it out. I went over there the other day and got me some catfish, some grilled catfish. We support you, Angie.
Well,
what's up.
He supports you, Angie, because, you know, again, I had to see the video, so I didn't even watch it. You know, I just liked it. You know what I'm saying, Earl? That's part 2 of my killing spree. You're going to start on my man. It's the second time you didn't do it.
Look,
the African thing.
Dude be so busy, man. He be busy, man. Dude he answers his phone once every 3 days when I call. Once every 3 days, he answers his phone.
I'm not putting no blame there. I'm just not going to be as excited about the overflow when I didn't go. You know,
you gotta go. I just told you on the way up here.
Yeah, we're gonna go together. Then jaw jacket with Bob and TC give you some love. But right now, just the jaw gonna talk. So you just got to jaw with Bob. You miss me.
So we got our girl Kenya Townsend coming up here.
Yes,
and we got our man Sid Nolan coming on the show today. The principal, the man 2017 Chicago Defender, Man of Excellence Award winner.
Morgan Park's own, baby.
Morgan Park's own, baby.
In the building also. I can't wait to bring this. Wait till y'all see Kenya. She looks so nice with her hair. Got a haircut. Hey, Kenya. She in the building.
In the building,
with the strong bass beat. Right. She in the building.
So on the other side of this break, I wanted to bring up something real quick to you, real quick. Since we got Kenya in the building, I do want to bring this question up to you about Cam Newton. Do you think that we're getting too sensitive? I think, for me, I do have some male chauvinistic tendencies. So I just gotta have the right females in my life, and sometimes, in order to keep me curved in the right way. But the comments that Cam Newton made, what do you think of those?
I guess I'm with you on that boat because I didn't think the comments that bad. He just said, in a smirking, non-disrespectful way, they just feel funny hearing a woman talk about Rouse. And it turned into he don't care about women and disrespecting women and the feminine side and all that come out. I think it's a little overboard, But then when she get caught with her racist tweets, you know what I'm saying? So now we know what her agenda was with Cam, in my opinion. So
that was her agenda.
Yeah, she had an agenda to attack the black man because she didn't like him. You saw her tweets. She has 2 racist tweets that she had to erase real fast because people did a homework on her and found out her background, what she really about. So you see the Cam Newton thing just died down now. They don't even want to talk about the disrespect no more because she was a little racist white girl. Tell the truth. I mean, I can't. Those are her tweets. Why she erased them? Because they was racist tweets from a white girl, so she's a racist white girl. Just tell the truth.
Now look, on the other side of the break, I don't want to waste my girl time.
Right.
Kenya Townsend, you're listening to Jaw Jacking with Bob and TC.
In the building, IntellectualRadio.com, y'all.
On the other side of the break, we got Kenya Townsend in the building. whatever. I'm ready. Welcome back to Joe Jackson with Bob and TC on IntellectualRadio.com. Again, that's IntellectualRadio.com. TC, let's give it up for my girl. From the south side of Chicago, Illinois, let's give it up for Kenya Urban Housing in the building. By way of the south suburbs.
What's going on, Chi-Town? How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm real good. You know, y'all before y'all went to commercial break, you know, y'all was going in on my girl, but I gotta give much love to Angela Delaney. Overflow, baby.
Overflow.
They over there getting that Southern cuisine in real tough.
Go ahead. Pitch the address real quick, King.
9938 South Torrance, South Side of Chicago. That's what we doing over there.
That's your girl, because when we went over there, Kenya was over there serving with the black shirt on.
Yeah, that's how we do. We got to give love back.
That's
you
real,
know?
Though. That's real.
Loyalty, you don't find too much of that. So,
real.
That's the loyalty.
I gotta go to give me some, you know, my own. You know, I'm gonna go pop up on my own, I guess. You know what I'm saying? The jacket gotta show up in the building.
That's right.
Hey, man, give a shout out. You did say it was good though, Bob, right?
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what. All the food was everything on. It wasn't a bad bite on my plate, but one of the things that really stuck out to me on that plate was the macaroni and cheese.
Wow.
It was off the chart different. It was just different. It had a different taste. I got high blood pressure, so I got to be careful with certain sodium that I put in some of my food. So, so some things can be salty to me.
Right.
But the macaroni and cheese was the bomb, and catfish, grilled catfish. I love catfish.
Wow.
So
how was that wait staff though?
That was what?
That wait staff.
The wait staff?
I'm trying to get some love.
The wait staff was the bomb. Hey, the wait staff was the bomb.
On you. That's how
the wait staff was the bomb. Straight up, she gave me about 5 glasses of water. That's what's up. And I drunk them all with the lemon in them. So that was what was up, man. First of all, you're a grandmother. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know that sounds strange. Like you're a grandmother now.
I know. You know when I first found out my daughter was pregnant, I was so mad. I was so mad. But then I realized that it ain't my daughter's fault. It was mine because I had her early. But still, she's an adult, you know. So you know how it is. I don't lost my train of thought, but when that little baby
getting old, I'll help you. You getting old.
When that little baby came, she got me. I'm so stuck. That's my ride or die right there. That's my little soldier.
How old is she?
She's 7 months now.
What's her name?
Her name is Riley.
Hey, Riley.
Grandma say hi, Riley.
That's my baby right
there. I know it sounded strange to hear that Kenya is a grandmother.
I know.
Because that let us know we're on the other side of things.
Yeah, I said, I'm trying to work with this Kuma thing. And they keep saying, would you come with Kuma? I said, because her other grandmother is more of that grandmother feel, that old school. See, I'm that new school. So I said, I got to be the cool grandma. So I'm like, Kuma.
Oh, you're Kuma. Y'all hear that now?
That's what she call you?
No, I'm trying to get her to get there. So I'm
Kuma.
Cool.
I heard
so that's what she going to be calling you.
Yeah.
That's funny to have like our women. I love you, black women. Got their names, and they get grandmothers. They don't want to accept it. So we got the Grandma. I got the Granda. Right.
My mother try to get all her grandkids call her Granda.
I got that big. You don't want to be big mama, huh?
I mean, I ain't that big, but but I be that in between grandma. She want to call me that. She can call me Granny. However she feel, I'm accepting.
No, cool.
Yeah, I feel like I'm cool.
Yeah, cool, ma.
And since you told me big ma, as you see, I done lost a couple pounds.
Right.
I done cut my hair.
What's that about?
I know that was my next. Go ahead, T.
What was that about?
Sorry. You know what? I was having my locks for about 13 years, and I said I wanted to do something different. So I wanted to change, and I wanted to see what that head was like. I want to make sure I ain't had no meat head. So I said, let me go ahead and rock something different. So thank God for a smile, right? Because I didn't know if I could pull it off.
Joe Jack put the gloves on. This is only TC opinion right now. They got nothing to do with Intellectual Radio, Bob, Earl, nobody. This man, you see the haircut like that, you get stereotyped. I'm just asking. It wasn't based on no sexual preference.
No, I think
we see that. This is my opinion.
You know what? I have nothing against anybody who's getting loved or receiving love.
It's not against nobody.
But at the same token, I'm comfortable in my skin.
There you go. I just wanted to ask, because we gonna ask.
And what goes in my skin.
Right, because you know, if we keep it 100, everybody can watch it, and they see the haircut, she cut it off. Nowadays, the first thing people will assume, let's be real, is that she didn't, switch ships. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving you your chance right now. It ain't about switching no ship, y'all.
Stereotype.
Right. But you know what? I'm just loving life right now. I just want to do something different. And you know what? Right now, we have a lot of sisters that's cutting their hair.
I love it.
It feels good to see us Black women actually going back to our roots instead of feeling like we got to have hair all the way down to our ankles when I'm just going to rock what I have and what I don't have. I'm comfortable with the deck of cards I've been given, and I'm going to play them the way I need to play them.
I'm glad to hear that. There's something at least you got the face for it. Like some people might not have. Yeah. Some people you got to talk to. You got to get their confidence about the face they rocking with it.
I forgot about that one.
Everybody got the face for it.
I know that's right.
So sometimes you got to use the extensions, just to keep your appeal. But anyway, I want to say you're still working for a motor company. FPS coordinator. Explain what that is at Ford.
Basically, my role is when everyone comes through an orientation, I make sure that they understand what roles that it actually is to work in the automotive industry. A lot of times, people get caught up in the name and just want that job, but don't realize there's a lot that comes with it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of sisters and brothers in there putting a lot of sweat. So, a lot of times the community doesn't realize and understand what they go through in there, but they put in a lot of work. And my job is to make sure that they understand how to put a car together by putting that instruction sheet together. Because since you want to jump on me, TC, I'm going to bounce back on you. You know how y'all brothers, men in general, y'all try to put stuff together and you think you know what you're doing and you have no clue. And you have all those extra parts left.
Yeah.
I'm your girl that tells you you're doing something wrong.
I appreciate that. We do mess up.
Right.
We
so
mess
you be
up.
like, oh, they gave me these extra parts. No, they didn't.
Right.
Those parts are supposed to be on that thing that you built.
Right, you right. We mess up sometimes. We mess up. I ain't gonna say we perfect. You know what I mean? Look, but it's hard to get y'all to say y'all mess up. You know what I'm saying? No. We accept ours.
I accept, but I can't speak for every woman. I know when I'm right and when I'm wrong, and then I try to make my wrong right.
That's what's up.
I want to talk to you about your newly elected alt delegate for what is this? CLUW?
Yes, CLUW.
CLUW.
Yes.
Explain what CLUW stands for, first of all.
CLUW is Coalition of Labor Union Women.
Okay.
It's basically to empower women to have our foot at the table. Because a lot of times we have these men, as you can see, not you all pertaining to you all.
I got some tendencies at the table.
Right. But I meaning that when we get these laws that are being passed on women's behalf, we don't have no women to actually voice our opinion. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to other aspects of life, when it actually deals to someone that I see when I go to a conference or someone who's speaking on my behalf, I prefer it be a woman because I think she understands better what we go through versus a man trying to tell me what to do and what I can't do with my body.
That makes sense.
So you received the Florence Criley Award for CLUW. Explain that award. First of all, congratulations.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Hit the bongo.
Oh, yeah. She won an award for the Florence Criley Award. And what was that award for?
Yes, the Florence Criley Award was, she was actually the founder of CLUW. A really high prestige award, and it made me feel good being a woman to be able to accept that award. That means a lot to get an award from your own. It's almost like just basically being in the Black community or whatever, getting an award from your own. So that was my special moment. I felt like I was at the BET Awards, So it felt good coming back from my own coalition and say, hey, you know what, keep up the good work. Even a lot of times when you get torn down, a lot of times for people saying that you're too Black, you're too strong, you're too militant, you're too this, oh, you cut your hair, are you this, are you that? But I'm just Kenya. I'm just out here making some noise for the ones who don't know how to make or forgot how to make noise. So that's all I'm doing.
You are powerful.
That's all I'm doing.
That was inspirational, boy.
That's all I'm doing.
You was a walking engaged inspirational.
That's all I'm doing, y'all.
You did something that was impactful. For Hurricane Harvey, you raised $3,500.
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
You know what? That kind of touched me because, we hear about all these different things that's going on in the world and things that you can't control. Really, when you see mankind out there struggling, trying to go help somebody, trying to be, not even trying to be heroic, but being captured for being heroic at those times when you just put yourself aside to go help somebody else, that means a lot. And to see that really just touched me. And I felt like we had to do something. So I put something together along with our community service committee, UNE. I wanted to put something together to, give back. So instead of going through the Red Cross, what we did was we went through the food bank. I wanted it to go directly towards them versus going through a third-party entity. So what they were going to do with the money, instead of having trucks of food and stuff go down there, what we decided to do was give it to the food bank so they can take that money and go get food, diapers, water. So that way the trucks that we actually spend the money on to get there, they can use that money. So we were just trying to look at it from a different aspect. And so we wanted to do, I forgot what the other hurricane was. It was been so many, but they just started coming back to back.
And we lost,
we don't lost control with so many, right? And it's just, it's crazy, and especially in Puerto Rico, it's just.
Yeah, that's devastating. Yeah. You saw Trump throwing out paper towels, like.
Yeah.
Man, that was crazy, man. That was Oh,
right,
Earl, come on, Earl.
Right.
They needed that was a bad statement, Earl. Come on, man.
Right.
They didn't need it, man. Right. But I talking about wasn't nobody throwing them back. I mean,
we want to do that is what I want to do, Bob. Is like I got some comments I want you to
go
read.
ahead, shoot.
We're gonna keep our people that's following us in first. We're gonna read. I guess we got a comment from you to you from Shanika. Oh, I'm sorry, Shakita Felix.
Hey, Shakita.
She said, "Go on, cuz I'm so happy for you and all that you are accomplishing. I love you."
Oh, I love you back.
We got your little Ronald Roscoe, and Denisha Patterson. Everybody saying what's up.
What's up, y'all? What's up, family? Ain't nothing but some love.
We're going to show y'all love. Hey, Bob, you got your man, Wayne Davis. He said,
Wayne Davis, what's up?
He said, Robert,
what's up, Wayne?
When I'm going to get on your broadcast.
Man, I invited you. We worked that out, Wayne. Yeah. I invited you to the broadcast for a year and a half.
Then see, don't be putting Bob on the line like that. It's your fault. We got Derek Gibbs said, "What up, Bob?" To see Gibbs brothers.
Gibbs brothers off of my man Robbie Reed's show, Chicago Millionaires.
We got Nikita Monique. She said, "LOL on the food."
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. We got Jackie Cowles, my page, and Jason, my sister, everybody with love out there, Arizona. We show y'all love. We appreciate y'all watching.
Absolutely.
That's all. You got a congratulations, Aunt. From Travis Fleming.
Oh, hey, nephew. Right. He better have been on there.
Right.
He better have been on there.
We appreciate y'all. Don't think y'all just watching for nothing. We do appreciate y'all. Go ahead,
sure
Bob. We want to let y'all know.
Yeah.
Much
this
love.
is a lot of love, but last time you came on the show, Joe Jack and we sank with you because we prematurely declared you the winner of the UAW Local 551 presidency. So we sank with you, baby, because we went out on the limb. We said you was gonna win. And that was the first time you had ever lost any type of public. And I know it was different for you.
Yeah, that was, it was different.
And I want you to talk about, first of all, TC, let me say this before she gets into her answer. Hey, Ronnie Coppage invited me out to a comedy show that they did at the Union Hall, and I went. So I went out to this comedy show. And it was a big time little comedy show. It had a lot of comedians there, and I could tell instantly that Ford politics was divided based off of some of the people who wasn't there that I was looking for, because I hadn't been there in a long time. And I'm talking about B. Cole. There was a lot of comedians out there. Andrew Young, the activist, the one who got his headline started all the way back here. He was out there. It was a lot of people there. And Chris that you was running against. Mm-hmm. And Chris. As soon as I met Chris TC, I knew why she lost. I said, "This dude got some good hair, man." I said, "This dude got some good hair." I said, "Dude got some good hair." This dude had on the cologne that smelled like a peacock, man. He had his own created cologne. I said, "Oh, Kenya in trouble with this guy." That's what made Kenya mention, I guess, the persona of his looks last time she was on the show.
Yeah, she did.
See, I remember that,
Right.
But then I went in the bathroom, doing one of the breaks or whatever, one of the comedian breaks. I went in the bathroom, and it was this nasty comment about Kenya on the wall in the men's bathroom. And that brought me back down to the fact that, I was ignorant or naive about the fact that I walked in, from the invite from Ronnie Coppage, not to realize kind of like the conflict that goes on in Ford politics. So now I want you to talk about it from there.
You know what? I'm gonna start with that last part, what you said with the nasty comment. I appreciate those nasty comments because that's what keeps me going. When people stop talking about me, that's when I probably would be silent. But as long as they keep talking about me, that keeps me moving forward. So that's my fuel. So I appreciate y'all for the bathroom recognition. Also, when it came down to that election, you're right. That was the first public election that I had ever lost. And it was very, very hard because I'm a go-getter. And when I want something, I want it. And that was a humbling experience as well, because it taught me just because you lose doesn't mean you're still not winning, because I'm still winning. So you did declare a winner, but you just declare me under a different title because I'm still winning. But
Because she switched to what? Let's switch that.
I like that. Yeah.
She is eternally not a loser.
But it got me an opportunity to get my name out there. Like I said, I was gone for, a couple of years, and a lot of people didn't know me. So what ended up happening is I lost by less than 200 votes, or it was under close to 200 votes that I lost. So saying that, actually, to me, that means a lot. So that just goes to show you that some people were rocking with me. Some people wanted to see a difference. And what happens is a lot of times in these elections, we get caught up in this fictitious world that, oh, I'm gonna vote for this person because they're cute. This person, their statue, they got swag. It's not about swag. It's not about cute. It's not about none of that. It's about putting work in. And even though I lost, in my mind, I'm still winning. In my heart, I'm still winning. In my soul, I'm still winning. And my spirit is still jumping. Mm-hmm. But the thing about it is, I didn't just turn around and turn away and go cover myself in this hole and say, hey, Kenya, you lost. No, I'm still out there. Everybody still see me every day. Even when I didn't want to come in that next Monday morning, still went in there, still grinding, still doing what I'm doing. But one thing I will say, and I would go public with this, winning that I'm still doing. Even though you win, where are you? Where are you? Somebody done faded the black. You won, but I still don't see you. So my light's still on. I'm still shining. But the person that win, where you go? Just because you win don't mean you back up and you just start fading into the dark. Turn the lights on and let the people see you. That's where I'm at. People still looking at me. I'm still doing it. I'm still grinding. I know a lot of things that I was still supposed to be doing. It has fallen to the wayside because I have been, doing other things on the side. But for the most part, I'm still giving back. I'm still down there humping with everybody. They see me every day. I'm still giving back. I'm still doing different charities, still on the grind, still hitting pavement, boots still to the ground, still doing it.
That's what's up, but you can have a little consolation in that because right now I think it's something in the water. People voted for Trump, so right now it wasn't a good voting season.
Absolutely,
wasn't a good voting season.
It wasn't a good season for voting. Everybody was off. Everybody was off.
Right.
So everybody won on default. Everyone with Trump is a default.
Absolutely,
in the water.
Right. That's all right.
Right. We got you, Ken. We got
you. Just say with as much thing, I would say as many things as you're doing right now. I mean, isn't it possible that just like the whole move to Detroit. When you moved to Detroit, I mean, that could have threw some of your credibility off. Is that possible? You can say that it was received in that way. I don't want to dig too deep into a loss. A loss is a loss, whatever it is. But I want to say sometimes a move like that can make people think that your loyalty is not with a local.
You're right. That's true. I think that what people don't understand is that when you in a position where you have an opportunity to be able to, I'll use a Hillary Clinton, bust out the glass ceiling. Why wouldn't you take that opportunity? So when International offered me a position, I did not want to take that opportunity because then that means I'll be living life through somebody else's eyes to say, hey, Kenya, it would have looked like this, or Kenya, it's like that, or Kenya. I went because that was a great opportunity for me. But even though I came back, I still left that door open to where I can still go back and get some information or have a connection, not to the fact of having that door open to where I wanted to walk back through it. That chapter in my life is actually done. I just always make sure that no matter what the situation is, I'll always have an opportunity to go back and still revisit those same people because I still need that help. I still need that knowledge. I still need that help. But a lot of times people take your achievements and they flip them to try to make them bad for you. And it wasn't a bad thing for me. It was just something to help me to be able to get to the next chapter, because without going to International, I don't think I would have been ready to run for president of our local. Be a face. I wanted people to vote for me because they thought I was going to be able to do the job, not just to be able to sit there in a chair and dictate. When my people go to work, I want to be in the paint with them. I want to do ground up building. I don't want to just have my delegate, you do this, you do that. I want to be hands in with them.
Understand that. You know, but didn't your salary double? Did your salary double?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, yeah.
Doubled, almost tripled.
It really,
That's so attractive.
Absolutely.
You hear that? But her salary tripled. Like, oh, wow.
That make everybody look a little better.
Yeah, it do.
You know, I mean, but that's an incentive. That's a motivation to think about expanding your credentials. I'm not saying that was specifically your motive,
right?
But I'm just saying for all of us who out here on the grind, when you're working at Ford Motor Company, you working at any company, when somebody throw an incentive out at you to say, we'll put you in this in the same vein of the position that you're doing,
right?
But it's just more, you get more resources,
absolutely.
More access,
absolutely,
and you get, a more prominent position with the salary that goes with it, more fringe benefits. You get all of those things. I mean, I think all of us would reconsider or get up and leave, to get in that financial stabilized and secure position, just to, and still getting the benefits of the, what that position entails.
Absolutely. No, I agree. I mean, I know you can't talk about politics and church at the same time, but if I could use an analogy, I know a lot of people say they don't like those huge congregations. A lot of people like the small ones because they know that their pastor knows their name. They know what they do every day during the week. And then on the big congregations, they feel like, hey, the pastor doesn't know you. How did you get close to him and this and that? But I'm telling you, if your pastor is preaching that talk, if he's really connected to God, he's going to grow. He can't stay there. He's going to. Those seats that are empty, they're going to fill at some time. It's going to grow. So everything that's good, not even just good, everything that's bad, it's going to grow. Just like a rumor, it's going to grow. Everything has to grow.
It's just like a rumor.
Right. It has to grow. It has to grow. It can't just stay there, especially when you're doing something good and you're doing it right. And when you got favor, because I know I have favor on my life. So when you have it, it has to grow.
That's absolutely right.
What's up?
It was a few now we was talking about earlier real quickly the chauvinistic world. Sometimes the male chauvinistic world. I wanted to hear your take on you doing the grind. I mean, I hear a lot of feminist tendencies in here. I know you're doing a lot of great work, but I hear some feminist tendencies.
Of course, it has to be.
So that's right, it has to be. And I want you to talk about what it has to be. Like, you on jaw jacking.
I know this is my sensitive side right here.
Right, you put the gloves on.
This is my sensitive side.
Let it out.
It is. I am to a degree because before I even know what my name was, I've always been a woman. So that I have to represent that because when I go somewhere, I want to see someone that looks like me. When I listen at a conference, I see these 6, 7 boring men, whether if they're Black, Hispanic, Caucasian, but I don't see no sisters up there. I want to hear somebody speak like me, somebody who looks like me, somebody that walks like me, somebody that talks like me, and not always have to be overly educated, but not underly educated. Why we can't never have that balance? And generally 9 times out of 10 behind closed door, the woman is really the one that's doing the work anyway. But we generally have that face that's right there. That's always, today we're going to talk about, but really the sister or the young lady was the one who actually wrote his script. So why do we always got to have a position where we're the recording secretary or we the financial secretary? Why we can't be the president? Why we can't be the ones who doing this and doing that? Why we got to stereotype type what a woman's job is, what a woman's role is, or what a woman should be doing, or if a woman cuts her hair. I'm gonna keep going back to that. Why it always has to be that? Why can't it just be a woman that's comfortable in her skin and they'll be able to stand on her own and she making it happen?
That's a good answer. That was a great answer.
It was great.
That was
no, TC, don't get on my side now. I got beef with you. I got beef.
Okay, let's get it cracking. But that was a good point. I'm not going to fake the argument. That was a good point.
You gonna fake one with me?
I'm not mad right now. So
I know that's right.
You said some great stuff right there. They gonna fake no argument.
You gonna fake one.
Right, I feel you. What up, my cuz? What up, Peter in Milwaukee? You know I love you, family. What up, Mike Reeves? What up on Kenya people? We giving y'all love. She said, boom. Yes. Mr. Pandora Lawrence.
All right.
She said, boom, man, you call in 708-223-8953 to explain that boom.
Yeah, what is that boom mean?
Boom was about. You talking about some boom.
Coming in making noise.
Boom.
Boom. That's what she doing.
Right. She put a boom up there. She said, he said, Warren P. Warren P. D.
Oh, hey, Warren. How you doing, Warren? What do you say?
Warren.
You rock, can you?
Thank y'all.
She do rock, man. That's good for real. I'm getting some props. You know,
there you go. There go the call right there.
Uh-oh, there we go.
We'll come back to her little compliment until we hear what these people are talking about.
Yeah. Thanks for calling the Jaw Jack. And what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's your boy, the Chicago Millionaire. Hey,
Robbie Reed. What's up, Robbie Reed?
what's going on, man? It's real time, right?
Yeah,
real time, man. No profanity zone. What up, bro?
I know how to talk without cursing.
No disrespect.
I might have a tape delay here, but I hear the young lady up there real strong, right?
Right.
So she said, did I hear her say 9 chances out of 10 when a big move is being made, it's a woman making a decision?
Didn't you hear that, Robbie? I thought I heard that.
Yeah, she said that. Second party. She said that.
To you.
I'm not vibing that one right there now. 9 chances out of 10?
Right. No, right.
Hey, you know what? Maybe my math was a little rough, but right now it's working for me. So 9 times out of 10, I stand by.
Hey, I heard it too, though, Robbie. I was like, I ain't want to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to jump on my guest, so I'm so glad you called. I was thinking, like, what did she just say?
But we not in her predicament.
9 chances out of 10, man.
Okay, so what's your numbers looking like? What's your numbers looking like?
And then my wife talking about, yeah, she was.
I know that's right. You want to eat tonight? You better go on with what I'm saying.
They stick together, man, but ain't no 9 times out of 10.
I already ate.
Oh, now you call. Okay.
But you know what? I did want to call in and just tell you I'm enjoying it, man, and I enjoy what you're talking about, man. And we just need more women just like you, man.
Yes,
don't stand strong like that.
Hey, Robbie, hey, while you on right now, plug your show real quick. When your start time is.
Man, this your boy Chicago Millionaire, man. We on Thursday nights, man, at 9 o'clock, man. We blowing this thing over. You know what I'm saying? Thursday night, ladies' night, Chicago Millionaires. Me and my boy Mississippi Slab. He off the chain, baby.
Man, I'm gonna send Kenya over there, man. Had the same. We're gonna send Kenya over there on Thursday night, man. I had the same conversation with you at 9 o'clock on Thursday nights, man.
She can't handle Slab.
Oh, y'all gonna do me in? I'm gonna stand up.
I don't know, man. Tell Slab go get his homework ready, watch this show and do his film work. She ready, man. This one of them sisters right here.
Hey, I see you, TC. I see you over there holding it, man. Hey, well, I ain't gonna hold y'all. All right. Good stuff, man.
We appreciate your call, Bobby, all day, man.
Bobby Reed.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna pick your head real quick, Kenya. I'm gonna throw some questions at you. I want you to respond on the way they resonate with you. Now, these are your own observations. So I'm gonna throw some at you that are your own observations.
Okay, cool. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on, Rob. TC, don't forget about that compliment. I want to go back to that.
Yeah, you was cool.
Okay,
I gave it to you, though.
Right.
Go ahead. I gave it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. Now, my comment real quick was, I ain't gonna lie, I can't even hate on you. We love that power. And you just speak, you just ain't talking it. You know what I'm saying? You give it off. We done had enough. We love all our people that come on our show. But we had a lot of people come over here that talk it.
Thank you.
And that's what I'm telling these people no, because I get it, y'all, but it's real right now.
Yeah, it's real.
This is real. This is a powerful black woman. This will be more we need out here. This image right here. What she's saying that she don't see in them boardrooms. We can't say she wrong. Was behind the doors because we not in that situation with
Absolutely.
You know, but at the same time, there ain't no 9 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? But we'll give her at least, we'll give her what she's saying right now because she's out there in it.
So y'all messing with
I'm with Robbie Reed. I ain't like that.
I got you. That's cool.
I'm with my man Robbie on that one.
I got you. All right, Robbie.
But she out there in it, though.
I was going to ask her next question real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
Okay, you are not required to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. I want you to talk about what resonates in you from that comment.
Wow, that's huge. I think a lot of times we lose our identity when we're trying to do things for other people to make other people feel good. And you go out your way and you give till you can't give no more, and you haven't even given yourself anything, and you lose who you are. to me is that I always want to be real and I always want to be humble in everything that I do, but I always got to get back to me, because if I can't get back to me, I can't get back to nobody else. And I think too, that was part of the process of me cutting my hair too. I wanted to, do something for me for a change, stop doing, oh, Kenya, your hair, you had the best locks I've seen. I'm not my hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm me. I can still do the same things I was doing before with my hair and without my hair, so that's what that comes off to me as.
That was pretty good. You have some great answers, King.
I'm sorry.
I like that question though, Bob. Read that question again. Read that question again.
The question was, you are not required to set yourself on fire to keep the other people warm. It's actually a quote.
No, but that's real.
Yeah.
It was a quote.
I like that quote.
These are Kenya's observations.
Right.
We got one little thing. We had a question you got asked for my caller. What's up? She's they say what's her religion?
What's my religion?
That's a deep question.
Wow, non-denomination.
There you go. I'm not even gonna repeat that. That's what she said.
I love God.
That's real talk.
Well spoken, Kenya from Kiawa. I'm sorry, Burton. K-I-O-W. Kiawa. Well, whoever you are, we appreciate you watching this, man. We really do, young lady, man. I don't know which one that is.
Okay, well, thank you, love. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Look, TC closer to my phone than I am, so I can't really see. So he hooking me up by reading it off for me. So I appreciate it.
K-I-O-W-A Burton.
Oh yeah. That's my Ford family right there, baby. IP line, yes. Female, yes.
What up, sister?
Nah, what's up? See, now he on that girl power now.
I didn't want to disrespect her.
I
didn't know the origin of the name at first. I didn't know the name.
Get away from my friend. I like my controversial.
No, let's be real.
Hold on. TC, hey y'all, hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Kenya. TC was so against me my first time. He gave me a hard time, y'all. So I came ready with my gloves on. I put sandals on, so just in case I had to slip out of them,
he ain't give you no hard time.
I was going to run barefoot.
Now we're not gonna do this. This is a great guest and great woman, strong talking. But I didn't know the key K-I-O-W-A, and I did not want to say no disrespect to nobody. I didn't know there was a man named or woman. They said woman. So I'm like, what's up, sister? I mean, no disrespect.
No. We was talking about me and you vibing.
Oh, but last time you was kind of more opposite.
Well, y'all had a debate. Y'all was doing. Y'all had a debate. Y'all was doing non-union, union.
Right. That's why I was.
Y'all was supposed to be. Y'all was supposed
right.
to be.
But right now, we just feeling your glow.
Okay,
your
that's
vibe,
what's up.
But if you say the wrong thing, then we will go.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
We'll lie right now, because it ain't in your character to say something wrong, so I can just get on you.
You wait. You said still back there, right?
Kenya, next question.
Yes, sir.
You can do 99 things for someone, and all they'll remember is the one thing you didn't do.
Oh, wow. I think everybody can get this one. You know how you just do stuff for people and you do stuff for people, and then that one thing you ain't do right?
Yeah.
You be like, wait a minute. I did 99 things, but only thing you did remember was the one thing that I didn't do wrong. Okay, so you asked me to go to the store and do this grocery list, right? So I got a list of like maybe 50 items. But then I forgot to get the peanut butter. So out of everything that I got, you're not saying, hey, Kenya, I appreciate it. Why didn't you get the peanut butter? Why didn't you not get the peanut butter? Instead of just saying, hey, Kenya, what happened with the peanut butter? Then if you would have slowed down, I could have said, you know what? They were out.
You're right. I understand that, though, because that 99 thing, that one thing, depends on the person, how important that one thing is. Because, for example, I could be in a relationship with you. We could be married, and I can pay the bills, work hard, love you, and everything. The one thing I did wrong was cheat. You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to just let them 99 things slide and let my cheat get off. So it depends on that one thing. Let's be real.
Well, I mean, it depends on that one thing. But I think the comment was made. I think the comment was based off of, the one thing you may forget, as opposed to not the bogus thing you did.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
It was. I think.
So what if I love peanut butter? What if I love peanut butter? You know I need that for work, and you forget it will make that one thing. It depends on the one thing you don't do. Let's be real, because
I agree.
Because everything you do depends on the person you're doing it. Because that one thing may mean more than the whole other 99.
But you know what? I always say that you're absolutely correct.
For real.
Because there's ways of flipping it, so you're absolutely correct. But if you know who you're dealing with, you know to appreciate those small things. So before I get with that big thing, I'm gonna take care of the small ones first. So then I give you that big one, because if you don't know how to appreciate the little, how you gonna appreciate it when it's grand? So the small things always matter to me. So you're absolutely correct.
You're right.
I mean, it was okay.
I know
I went too far. I'm sorry, I went too far.
I know
on the one thing.
Yeah,
I just went. I just thinking like, you know.
See how he brought me in. Yeah, you got me too. So now.
I'd have thought about that one thing.
Y'all are fickle. That's
right, I know. So we both fickle. Right.
Right. Yeah.
But it's cool though.
I can do one thing to make them other 99 like
I can forget about it. I know that's right.
For real.
Absolutely.
It depends on one thing is.
Yeah, that's a great segue into the next comment. Great segue. Fake friends are like shadows.
Wow.
They follow you in the sun, but leave you in the dark.
Wow.
Where you getting these things from?
These are King quotes. These are her observations that I pulled straight off her Facebook page.
Absolutely, it's true.
Right,
so if she posted them, that means this is on her mind.
Yeah, that's what's on my mind. I only
wow,
post what I know and what I
them.
feel. You know, it's just like that. It's just like every time, you know, when you in the paint, when you in the movement. You know, I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of things that I do. I do a lot of things behind closed doors, as far as, you know, things that I like to do as far as fundraisers, and I like to, you know, do rallies and protests and stuff like that. But you have so many people that say, hey, Kenya, you should do this and you should do that. I'll do whatever you need me to do when it comes down to representing and supporting mankind. But you just can't put me out there and leave me in the shadow. And then you gone, but you the one who told me to do it or asked me to do it, but then you don't want to stand beside me. So a lot of times you stand up for things that you know that is wrong, but then the person who put you up to do it, they're no way to be found. So that's what I talk about beforehand when I was talking about that fade to black. Right. You just gone. I don't even see you. So now I'm standing there with my own shadow. So now I have to represent. So at least I know I got my own back. But sometimes even when you in it, you lose a little bit of sense of hope and you don't even see your own shadow no more. So then that's when you still got to keep going, because when you're not there and the person that got you there, who keeps you follow through? Who keeps you going through? And that's where that spiritual come in. That's what God keeps you sustained. So that's why I do what I do, and that's why I posted that quote, because I feel like that sometimes. It does. Sometimes when you're doing this thing, it gets lonely, because a lot of people don't feel what you feel. You know, I hear a lot of times, and I say this at work, they probably get tired of hearing me say this, but a lot of these different organizations, you raise money, you do all these different things. And, you know, a lot of people always say, well, Kenya, this money is going to these CEOs and going to these big corporations. It's not going to the people. I don't know where a lot of times the money is going. But when I make that connection with that person that I'm giving this money to, just know that it's real. It's going to the right place. And know that I can't follow every single penny and nickel to where it's going. But what I do know is, if you ever in a situation, you want those organizations to be there for you if you're in a time of need. Because a lot of times we don't understand what these organizations do. They have these forms for the person who's going through. They have the forms for the person who doesn't know anything about it, for, you know, for a spouse support, friend support. It's a lot of things that go into this research and all that. But a lot of times we get so caught on where the money, who the money is going to. But when that time comes, if you ever need it, just pray to God it's there for you. If you're one of those person who really got to know all the logistics of every single dime, nickel, penny, make sure it's there for you.
I want to go off another thing, Bob. We're gonna come back to this. These your friends. And one of these guys, I'm gonna ask you about him. But I'm gonna read what Robert Bobby Reed just said. With L, what's the name on the show? L.
Her name is Platinum Convo.
Platinum Conversations, right? Convo. L Montague. They say Thursday night, stick around. We're going to Blue Note, 2 doors down for drinks for TCB Day. You know what? I'm gonna be here. There you go, Bobby. Thursday, I'm coming down to your show, man. And we're gonna do that. I'm calling you out. We there. We got L. She said, "Hey, man, you have to take care of yourself." That was to you, Kenya.
Okay.
So that you can take care of others. We have Daryl Hancock, Bob.
Daryl Hancock.
He said, people are fast to see the wrong and overlook the good.
Absolutely.
Wayne Davis. Who's Wayne Davis?
Wayne Davis working for it.
Oh, okay. Well, we give you a pass. I see where it's coming from. He said,
Wayne created this great invention, man. You know, for the Uber drivers. You know, like an extension. You know,
okay, Wayne. Well, I give you good for that, but he said, don't give them too much knowledge. You're killing them, Kenya.
Dang, boom.
Hey, Wayne, where's that we come from? Because you Ford Motor, so we're going to give you a little love, but don't you ever say nothing like that in the world of here. Did you hear me, Wayne?
Come on, Wayne.
Strictly from TC side.
Wayne, come back with a boom.
A jaw jacket. We appreciate your comment, Wayne, all day. We love you.
Look it out, Wayne.
Got War and Peace.
Then he said amen in that order. Talking about you,
Ken.
So you getting good responses. I don't mean to interrupt you, Bob. We
you good,
we want our people to know that we
important part of what you're doing,
absolutely.
baby. Guns, he said, you are your hair.
Oh.
Woo!
You better come on now.
That's TC brothers.
That's my brothers.
Hey.
That boy.
Back to Joe Jackson.
Wow. These messages.
Right. We love all the comments and all the watches and all y'all for appreciating us. We'll swing it back to my man, Mr. Orr, the building.
Hey, I want to go with this last one. Man, this is pretty good.
Yes.
This last one is under the same vein, but I think it's an appropriate last one to finish. Don't let people make you feel bad or guilty for living your life. Live it the way you want to.
That's powerful too. I like all four of those, Bob.
Yeah.
That's on her page.
Is that shit thing?
We gotta be Facebook friends.
Yeah. that means that be yourself. Stop getting so caught up into these reality shows trying to be something that you're not. Be you. I understand a lot of times, and I go through the same thing too, you know. You got to play with the deck of cards that you've been given. God doesn't make no mistakes. And if you're a person that's sitting back like, hey, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, you know, I'm not cute, I'm not pretty, I'm not handsome, I don't have any friends. Be you. Stop trying to be somebody else. And I think when you start to be you, you will see things will change. I think a lot of times we're trying to change things, change our image, change our bodies and this and that. And I'm not against the ones who do, so don't start emailing me, texting me and all this stuff. I'm not against it. But what I'm saying is for Kenya and for the ones who feel like they have to do these things to be accepted, be you. You don't have to be accepted by nobody but yourself. God loves you for who you are, and I love you too. So be you and be true to you.
That's what's up. Speaking of being you, I gotta say this. My cousin, they all in Wisconsin watching this. Hey, you gonna feel this one, Bob. My cousin Peter say, fam, you up there looking like Uncle George. I love that. And on the next break,
on this one.
And the next break, I'm gonna do the Uncle George. Just a little dance. R.I.P. to my uncle. And then I gotta do this on camera. I'm gonna do the family face. Hey. All right, I did. I put the face out there.
I'm gonna try to give it up for Miss Kenya Townsend, man. It's been an absolute pleasure to see you again. Thank you for coming on. You always bring this ball of energy, encouragement. Yes. Wherever you are, wherever you go, wherever I be around you, whenever I come around, you always got this positive energy.
Thank you,
that
Bob.
is absolutely
I appreciate you.
Where can people get in contact with you at?
Well, you know what? You can actually reach me at Kenya Irvin Townsend on Facebook if you want to hit me up on there. And then also you can email me at kenyatown1@gmail.com. Feel free, hit me up. If you're trying to do some things and you want me to be alongside of you, I ain't gonna never be in back. I'll be on side of you with you. So, hey, hook up with me. What's up, TC? Get that Uncle George. Let's do it.
Give it up for Kenya Irvin Townsend in the building. You're listening to Joe Jackson with Bob and TC. On the other side of the break, we're gonna bring in our man, Mr. Man of Excellence himself, Mr. Ed Parker. Yes, Nolan. On the other side of the break, Joe Jackson with Bob and TC.